Alright everyone, I believe it's recording.
You ever been
For some
trying so
reason,
hard,
this is not my first
no matter what you
rodeo,
do,
but
can't change it.
I
It's my story.
always think, is it recording or not? And so this is not really like a timer, you just click it. It's not like a countdown, it says 3, 2, 1, record, so that's why. Anyway, this should be a quick video, and I know you've heard me say that before, but it should be, because it's really just an update on the Patreon account, and so there's just 5 major POEs that I want to highlight. POE's point of emphasis, trying to be cool, with my what do you call those, abbreviations. And so anyway, so the first one, financial goals. And if you visited the Patreon, my Patreon page, which I'll go to, you'll see that I changed, I adjusted the goals. There were 3, and I think there was one that was from 0 to 600, and then a 1100 per month goal, and then of course of course this is not going to work while I'm recording this, and the 2500 per month goal, which is of course a goal that will allow me to work full time. But it's all there. I don't need to go into breaking it down. So there was an adjustment. Realistically, trying to do 2 Love Summer pages, full color, full spread. It's just not realistically possible. Doing that while maintaining a full-time job, family. My little guy, I have a photo of him right here. My little man right here, Levi. That's me. Similar Moses. So it's not really possible to do 2 pages, or at least to the amount that I would want to do and the quality that I would want to apply to each page, without me, just jeopardizing the production level that I desire for it to be. And so that's why I've adjusted the goals to just a goal that's going to allow part-time and then ultimately full-time. And until that part-time goal is achieved and maintained, then there won't be that expectation of delivering 2 pages of Love Summer. Because Love Summer is really just a single element of my entire comic universe, and so there's other short comics that I'm working on. I'll go to my artist page here on Facebook. So some sort of just really simple comic strips, such as Random Shapes, some that are a lot more involved but still fairly simple as far as for production and time consumption. Here, Clergyman and Sneaky Sarah. So you've seen those before, and if you haven't, make sure to go to Michelo's Illustration Facebook page, and you'll be able to see some of those as well. And then of course, janitorial services. So those are just a few of the other comic strips that I have on the docket to produce, and I want to produce those. I think those are going to be the lifeline as far as content is concerned, and that's my biggest hurdle with just doing Love Summer. If I was just doing Love Summer, then all this other content would not be produced, and it would be somewhat of a stagnant wasteland in that sense of having 1 page, maybe 2 pages produced every month. And and just having that. So and with trying to generate a good healthy following, you have to have content. And I mean, you definitely want to have quality content that viewers want, but you also want to have content that you want to produce, because you're the one that's producing it. So whether it's music, whether it's how-to materials that you have a passion for, you want to be able to produce your content in a manner that you see fit, while you are equally meeting your audience, I guess, needs or interests as well. And so that's a fine line. But the major thing is just making sure you have content, and that's what I want to do. I want to get the content out there. Of course, obviously, that will help with just seeing what people like, what they don't, and in order to achieve that, you have to have the content out there. So I think I've probably beaten that point past recognition, and so that's the main thing. So that's why the financial goals have been changed from the entry of 600 to 1100. Just facing the reality of wanting to produce that level of production for Love Summer and the future graphic novels, I'm going to need to have that time. So the second point is, with that being stated, the production of Love Summer will most likely be a page a month, and of course with the other I don't know why I'm still on this Facebook page, I'm sorry. I got more focused with the content that I want to say, but it works. So just having content like Random Shapes, Clergyman, Sneaky Sarah, of course, janitorial services. Now I'll actually go to my program. So having content where I can create other short series that's going to supplement the 1 page a month for the Love Summer. And it can be 2 pages a month, but it's just the expectation. It's not that there will be 2 pages a month at its current pledge. So yeah, so and in that way, it just keeps me active too. Keeps me just getting locked in to just one aspect of my comic, and just creates variety. And I'm sure most of you have heard, if you haven't, variety is the spice of life. I think it's variety. Is it variety is the spice of life? Or is it? I don't know. Something like that. So that's point 2. Point 3, project release format. So projects like this, Clergyman, let me reduce that size a little bit. So from Clergyman to, Sneaky Sarah. What is it doing? I did something. It's processing. I don't know what's processing, but it's processing. So from Clergyman to Sneaky Sarah to something slowing this down. I don't know what it is. It's really not this slow. To Random Shapes. Sorry for the awkward pause. Some of these will be released first on Patreon. Not exclusively, but more of like a time release. So perhaps, 3 days earlier, patrons will receive this first, and then I will post it on my artist page, Michelob Illustrations. And so so you will see that too. So Love Summer pages will like I said, most likely a page a month. But then between Clergyman, Sneaky Sarah, Random Shapes, and of course janitorial services will be circulated on the Patreon page as well. And so, and again, that way there's still content. There's still content that's being uploaded on my Patreon page, as well as equally on my Facebook artist page. And the Facebook artist page is great. It just allows me to promote each post that I upload. Allows me to advertise and spread the word out to a larger audience base, and really just allows me to just get more views. And so the more people that view it, you know, even if it's 10 people or maybe 5, that's like, oh hey, I like this. That's an advantage of posting content on the artist page of my Facebook page. And so so that's why I'm doing that as well. Again, you know, Love Summer will be, this is the 4th point, it will be exclusively for patrons. Those pages won't be released on my Facebook page, because that's a support-based project. Well, all of these are, but specifically that. And so I want that to be exclusive for patrons. I may have like a sample panel that I may release on the Facebook artist page, but as far as like a full page spread, that will remain for the Patreon page. And unless of course I'm wanting to do a promotion and I'm already 20 or 30 pages in, or there's some special circumstance that I see a need to, even if it's just like a temporary post on the Facebook page, I may do that. But really at this point in time, it'll most likely be maybe a panel or two, just like a preview, actually like sharing one of the perks or one of the rewards, as far as a posting on the Facebook page. Hopefully that makes sense. And so yeah, so and then finally, it's definitely okay, and that's why I wanted to, I think this is maybe the first video update. I mean, I know I've posted about 2 videos, but I think those were production videos. So this may be the very first update video. And so with that, I'm right here working on Clergyman. This hasn't been posted yet, so you guys are seeing some behind the scenes work. Even right now with Sneaky Sarah working on just getting several issues in the catalog. So when it comes time to post, I have several on hand. So as I wrap up, I'll jump into doing some sketch work. So yeah, so it's definitely okay to adjust or suspend your support, and that's understandable with recent changes that I'm making, and so and that is completely understandable too as well. And so I just wanted to make that point in case you're like, well, maybe when there's more content, particularly with Love Summer or the other short comic scripts, that's totally fine, and that's understandable. And this is why too I want to make sure that the goals are realistic and the expectations are equally measured with the realism of how and when content can be produced. And so yeah, so that's the final thing. So don't feel pressured or uneasy at all Like I said, if an adjustment needs to be made with your support, I appreciate the support from the beginning, and I appreciate the spreading of just of the word of, hey, here's something that you may be interested in. I actually encourage you to continue to do that. That'll be greatly appreciated. And so yeah. I think that's it for this update. Of course, like I said, it should be shorter than what it would normally be. But you know, you never know. I say that, and then it's sometimes longer than it actually is. And so anyway, before I continue to ramble on. So yeah, just thanks again for your support. Encourage you to continue to share and spread the word of this page, and let's see where we can go from here in 2018. Definitely look forward to doing this full time, and that's, you know, that's always been my goal. And so even if it means, you know, hitting that goal part-time first, that would be a huge step in that direction. So yeah, so thank you guys for listening, and I will see you around with another comic strip coming your way soon. Have a great one. Peace, love, happiness. Pursue your dreams. Love you guys.
As my deepest thought crept in sight, I wondered if I could sleep through the night. Did not understand why at first, but as I searched for an answer, my mind just burst. For quite some time, you've been on my mind, but on someone else's since the beginning of time. So let me stop and allow him to speak, for this is what he's saying to you through